Hi, good morning, welcome to another video. It's Ford and back, and I'm doing the V14 range test. So come along if you've got a bit of time to kill. We'll go and get it done on this nice day here in Queensland, Australia. I'll quickly go through what we're doing, you know, with the wheel, the weather, and try to get that sort of thing out of the way. I guess I'm a 90 kilo rider and I've got a little bit of gear on. I've got 35 psi in the tyre. Today we're looking at 30 degrees Celsius, really humid conditions, and yeah, so good conditions to put it through a range test. So I'm not going to be doing a fast test. This is just a bit of a, today I'm just doing a bit of a cruise range test. I'm not going to push the speeds, I'm not going to do anything crazy. This is just how you'd go if you're going to commute around, or you know, just go out for a nice sightseeing adventure. So yeah, we're going to hit the bike path that I've done the range test on the V13 and the V11. I think I did that there as well, and that way I can keep it a little bit comparable to the conditions. This is the 50 GB model, so we'll see how the battery sag goes and at least give you a bit of an idea. This is day 5, so let's go while the weather's good and I've got the time and go and get this done. I've got a couple of cameras with me in case I lose battery. I'll try not to make the edit too long. I'll probably speed a lot of the footage up, but I'll try to shoot it all so you can see that I'm not mucking around, and I'll try to get it all done in one long roll. Anyway, we'll chew through this battery. Hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You're so cute.
So I've got 97%. The wheel, I'm on sports mode. I've got all of my assists turned off. I think my pedals are 100% hardness. So yeah, pretty much just out of the box, turn it on, off you roll. This is the stock tyre, it's the unicycles, I think. A really nice tyre. So conditions are good, time's good. We'll go and get this done. Thanks for coming along, thanks for the support and all the new subscribers. I'm going to shut up and put some music on and maybe speed all this stuff up and just get to this big long bike path. I'm heading to the Bulimba Creek Bikeway, and it's the longest bike path around here, so I can just get in and it's a little bit scenic. Might be nice, might make a nice video. So anyway, here we go. So I'm just going to take a quick moment to shout out to my affiliates, E-RIDERZ. They helped me out to get my V14 in stock, and they've got theirs now all arriving, so you can head on in there and pick yourself up a shiny INMOTION V14 adventure. And those guys, you know, test them all out, get them out all over the country. So they've been sending wheels this week everywhere, going crazy. Use my code BACK50 and that'll save you $50 off. They've also just got the LYNX in stock, so get on in there and sort a wheel out and get on and do things like this. So thanks Steve, Scott, Ken, all the team. Appreciate everything you do for us and the community. Get in and support them. So I've got their jersey on today. I thought I'd wear the nice E-RIDERZ purple jersey, and we're out here just to kick it along. Here we go, getting on to the start of the bike paths. So I'll let you know some of my thoughts about the V14 as I get rolling. I thought I could just mention a couple of my thoughts that I've put together about the V14 just in the first 5 days that I'm rolling. I think going from the unboxing, really nice experience. You know, you can get a lot of products, open them up, and that initial experience is pretty rough, which sets you up for disappointment. But you know, this was really a nice unbox, so you'll enjoy that. I mean, I did. And then the wheel looks so good, really well, you know, thought out and designed. I think all the bits seem really well put together. I mean, in the box you don't get the stand, and I was a little bit disappointed that you don't get a pump. I mean, I don't know, we all sort of end up getting a better pump, I think, but for those that maybe it's their first wheel, yeah, I've still got my 2 other INMOTION pumps, and they were nice, you know, when I got them in the box. So yeah, no pump with the INMOTION V14, which is the first INMOTION wheel I've got that didn't have that. The app, it's a really nice user-friendly experience. You've got to open the wheel, connect it up to the app, and yeah, I was guided through a firmware update, but to get on the wheel, get it rolling, get it moving, it's a really easy first setup. You need to just pump up your tyre and connect it to the app and make sure it sort of all, turn it on, make sure everything beeps and looks okay, and you know, possibly do a diagnostics just to make sure, just have a look into the app. You get a good readout of information, you can manage, you've got some battery management, you can monitor your cells, so you can look into the app straight away, get a bit of an idea what's in the wheel and what's happening, and at least how to know if there's something wrong anyway. It should let you know via the app. Yeah, get out rolling, and then it's great. It's zippy, really fun, fast, easy to ride, comfortable. Because I'm just going to do a really quick check-in to see where we're at. So far we've been riding for 16 kilometers and we've got 81% battery. It doesn't tell me my average speeds. I don't seem to get a lot of stats, so I've tried to run darknessbot for this trip, but it wouldn't connect. And so far we've rolled 16 kilometers and we've got 80% battery left, just about that. So let's kick in. Get along here. It's a beautiful day, there's plenty of people out walking, so I can't go crazy, but this gives me a good way to stretch the legs, get the wheel moving, and yeah, let's see what range we can get. A couple of the small things that I didn't really like about the wheel, I guess, just small things, but you know, it doesn't have a touch screen on the wheel, and I can't seem to access as much information as I could off the V13. I've really been spoilt with such a big, nice readout and being able to switch it between different settings. And this just doesn't have that. It doesn't have a pin lock to unlock it when you first turn it on. So just, that's a small thing, but I got used to that on the V13. So I can't seem to access as much information there as I can on the V13 as easily. So yeah, heaps of really good things about the wheel. Only a couple of things that I miss, I guess, from the V13. You know, I miss that I don't have any USB ports. So I think it's pretty easy to add on a little USB port just to charge a camera or keep your devices charged up, even in the trails. I mean, it's kind of the place you might want to be able to charge your devices a bit more in case you got in trouble, you know, and need to reach out. So I think a USB port would be really nice to be included. I think, you know, the suspension and the price that they've spent manufacturing those components, probably they have to weigh up, you know, whether they can add the touch screen or whether they can then add, you know, USB ports, or I guess everything's a decision that comes down to features and money and price in the end. The other thing I'm not a big fan of was the 3 amp charger. It just takes me like half a day to charge my wheel. Let's have a little suspension intermission. So I'm just starting to play a bit more with the suspension. You know, sometimes I don't bother. I'll just save some of my toys to play with till later. But as far as I can see, on the top here you've got your compression. It's got 18 clicks. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 18 definite clicks. Now, if you click it all the way to the left, so anti-clockwise, it gives you a lot more compression and you can really press the wheel down. Feels great. And then if you turn it 18 clicks clockwise, then you'll find it's a lot harder to compress the spring. So, you know, for your really rough terrain, or if you really want to firm it up, you take it clockwise, and then anywhere in between to find that sweet spot. On the bottom, you've got your rebound adjustment, so fast or slow rebound. So, you know, and 1, 2, 3, I'll just go all the way. We'll find out how many clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 clicks there. So if we go all the way to the slow, you know, it just sort of compresses and sits there. It kind of feels like the sliders are stuck and just don't want to move. But if you bring it all the way to the fast, it's a lot more pogo-y. It just bounces. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I like it a lot faster myself. So I'm going to roll now. I've got it all the way as fast as it will go. And I've got my compression. Well, let's just go as loose as we can. Let's just get it cushy for this little roll. Let's just get it cushy for this little... But the other thing I really want to say there is just how firm those clicks are and how much you notice each click. So it's great. It works. And it feels good. You know, saying before with my other INMOTION wheels, the suspension is really up and down. It feels like you're just, I don't know, going up and down on a flat plank. But this is a bit more, I guess, like you're on a trampoline, but it just feels right. It feels much better and in a much better position. So the geometry for me works really well, and I just can't wait to get it off some drops and really start to test out that suspension. Okay, so I'm hitting the 50s now on my battery. I think I'm about 57%. I'll just stop and have a little look. But I might start to head back because I've got to get back home anyway, and it's starting to get cloudier and I want to drink. But also I just don't want to be, you know, limping at home, if that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, 57% battery and we've gone 35.7 kilometers. Yeah, what, are we going to end up with about 70, maybe 70 kilometers? I haven't been, you know, going slow, and I have been a little bit sprightly, so you might be able to do better. So let's see. I don't think it's going to do, you know, what your larger wheels, like your pattern, it's definitely not going to get those sort of range. I think I got 80 kilometers out of the V11, and I think about 90 off the V13 on the same sort of roll. You know, to get a bit more torque out of it and be able to take it to the trails and, you know, push it a lot harder, you know, that's okay. That's a pretty good range for me. So having fun the whole way for sure. Hey, yeah, I'm having heaps of fun, so I can't complain with the sprightliness of this mission at all. Enjoying it, enjoying the day, enjoying the roll, enjoying the wheel. Everyone buys a wheel for something different, don't they? They need the range or they don't need the range. Or, you know, this will get you to work or it won't get you to work. So, you know, if you're inside of 70 kilometers, you're going to be okay, I think, to get to work. But any more than that, you really want to be, you know, yeah, you might want to be considering something different, or it might not be the wheel for your needs. But, you know, I've had a lot of fun on this range test. I still really enjoy this wheel. This is probably the first roll where it started to feel like it was coming alive. I don't know, for me I still get a little cautious with new wheels. It takes me a little bit just to get comfortable finding the way my feet like to sit and, you know, everything dialed in. But maybe I'm starting to get there. This is a different feel for me because I've turned off the assists and I don't have any of the brake assists or acceleration assists, and I just don't need them. You know, this is zippy enough off the mark. You don't need that extra help to get it moving. And, you know, possibly I might dial in a bit of brake assist, because to be honest, I haven't found that it's pulled up that greatly. I haven't really given it a big lean yet because I can't really monitor what my power output is until I can get onto darknessbot as well. So, but yeah, anyway, that's some thoughts. I'll let you know anyway once we get to the end. I've still got a bit of battery left. We're on 52% now and we're on the push home. Yeah, that's not going too badly anyway. And look, I've been pretty sprightly. I can't do an average speed, I don't think. Maybe it'll show that on the initial readout. So anyway, we'll get home. we'll get home, I'll edit everything up, I'll get this one together as soon as I can, and then I'll put it out there and let you know the results. If you've stuck around this long in the video, thanks again so much for sticking by these long edits. They do take a little bit of time to do. Okay, so 49% battery on the way home, and we've got 42 kilometers in the tank, so it's not too bad, is it? Let's just see how it rolls on the way home. Usually I've had the INMOTION wheels drop off quite quickly under 50%. I've still got quite a ways to go to get home, and I should make it. I hope I do. I want to. At least it's a small wheel if I've got to push it, huh? Really good trolley handle, actually. I like that. So, okay, I'll put some music on and speed the footage up and nothing's immediately noticeable under the 50%. I've still got really good acceleration. I haven't had any tilt back, and I've pushed the speeds up to your high 50s so far. I just haven't had the room to keep going. And yeah, you know, that sometimes, I guess, even with the INMOTION V11, I'm pretty sure once I hit under that first 50% mark, you'd straight away notice a little bit of a, you know, tilt back comes in a little bit earlier and you're a little bit speed limited. So we'll see if this is. I'm just going up a bigger hill now. The wind's really picked up. So yeah, all those things, even the wind drag against me, it just gives a little bit more load. But still climbing up this hill, really, really good speeds, and just feels like could keep handling more and more. Okay, let's check in. We've done 52 kilometers. And I've got 35% battery left. Starting to lose batteries in my cameras, so look, if all else fails, I'll definitely just put it up at the end. I'll say byes now in case everything cuts out. So, hey, thanks for watching my video today. Well, there it is. That's the range test for the V14 Adventure. First one anyway. Maybe we'll get a few more done. Maybe if I get a chance to check the 50S version, we can compare. And yeah, but at least you can put that next to the V13 and the V11. So those ranges are here. We've got the V11 range, V13 range, V14 range. So that gives you a bit of an idea anyway of these wheels and how they travel. Each one's got a bit of a different design, I think. You know, V11, that's your commuter type wheel. Now they've got the V11Y. V13, big open road cruise machine. And the V14 is your trails fun mix, you know, skate park, and just still you can do all things with all wheels, but you know, they've got their limitations and they've got their designs catered around certain things. So anyway, I hope you got something from today's video, a little bit about the suspension, a couple of positives and negatives. I'm still putting together my thoughts about an overall review. I'm just capturing a lot of footage and then I'll put all that together. I've been riding in the rain, I've done a bit of trails, nothing really crazy yet because I just need to get the firmware ironed out. So as soon as all that happens, I'll update the channel. Thanks to E-RIDERZ, support all my affiliates. Thanks to Grizzler, thanks to INMOTION, thanks to you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye for now. Okay, so I just had my first tilt back then. I was on a little private road doing 50 kilometers per hour, and that's where the tilt back kicked in at 31% battery. So the first time I've noticed any tilt back or performance decrease is at the 31% battery mark. I've still got a little bit to get home, so I'm just going to tone it back and do a bit of a cruise because I don't want to be limping it for the last few busy kilometers. I've got to get through a bit of a busy street stuff, so we'll we'll just take it easy, get home, and we'll round it all up. Yeah, so definitely up at about 49 kilometers per hour. When you're sitting at 27% battery, you're starting to get beeps, just to let you know not to push it. That's a really good feature, you know, and I can hear those beeps over, you know, through my helmet, the Shoei helmet, but still traveling at, you know, 40 kilometers per hour, no problem. Okay, so we're working our way there. We've basically done 62 kilometers and we've got 24% battery left. Not bad. We might get to 80. I didn't think we'd get to 80. So far the only thing is you're getting beeps and tilt back at around the 50 kilometers per hour. And yeah, I'm on the home stretch, so I might just take it back home and then roll around the local area until I can kill it or get as close to that as we're happy with. But 21%, I'm still able to go up to 45 kilometers per hour before I get any warnings or beeps to let me know to back off. So you should be able to cruise comfortably, you know, 40 kilometers per hour on that low battery, which is nice to know. Nice to know you're not limping it at 20 kilometers per hour. We're just coming into the 20% battery left, so I'll see how that rolls.